I hope you're having a good day. This is Beverly of Miles and Coffee. Welcome to my channel. Today, as I upload this, it's what I call Mental Health Monday, and I am showing you options of ways to have keep the lights on in an emergency. So these are cheap, inexpensive ways that I have found to keep your power on. And I'll show you some various ways that I have here in Mexico. I have this one I'm going to unpack so you can see it. It's the copper wire string lights. And it's just a little small item that will provide, some kind of boost your morale, or maybe your kids in their bedroom. So what I'll do is I will pause so that I can plug this in and let you see that this is just one option. I'll leave links to all of my items below. And while you're waiting, go ahead and click the like button. And if you know people that are looking for options to keep the lights on in an emergency, please share this video. Okay, what I like about this copper wire string lights is that it's very lightweight, USB charge, right? And there's the power button, so I'm going to plug it in. And it even comes with a small remote so that you can dim and turn on the lights. So let's power this baby up and see what it looks like. Okay, now that they are plugged in, let's use the remote. Oh wow, works perfectly. Turn them on. We can dim, as you can see, or turn it up. And then there are different modes here. You can keep them flashing, blinking. You can set a timer. Oh wow, so that is a nice morale booster. Again, copper wire string lights, little fairy lights if you will. And there are different 8 modes. And, this is a morale booster, and it's a USB charge on and off switch. So that's the information, and I'll leave a link below. But in a lights off situation, this would be great for maybe a bathroom or a bedroom window, and it could stay on and keep your morale for yourself or for your children. Now let's go to my next item. My next solution would be a pocket stove by Esbit. I have not used this yet. I'm going to be honest. I just purchased this not too long ago. But again, for my morale booster, I figure as long as I could heat a small pot for coffee and hot water, I'd be fine. This little small pocket stove is very, very inexpensive. You could open it, and it comes packaged with 6 fuel tabs. And as you can see, there's a little indenture right there for the fuel tab. So you could put a pot on here or close it down a little bit. And I have a nice little aluminum pot where I could just boil some water. And these tabs are said to be able to light with the lighter and last about 3 to 3.5 minutes, just long enough to boil about 16 to 20 ounces of water. So that is a nice, again, quick solution in an emergency to boil water. That's another solution in an emergency, such as a hurricane or a tornado, or if the lights went out. You could boil water for cereal or for coffee or quick noodles. Morale booster. The next item that I wanted to show you is one, again, I haven't used it. I've had it all of 1 week, but I am looking forward to trying it out, and I'm going to try a couple of things with you today. This is a Vickers 200 Snugmax portable power generator. Okay, very, very lightweight. Let's show you what the specifications are. It comes with, it is a built-in battery, lithium ion. Battery capacity is 222 watts. And so it's small. It's not going to power up your refrigerator, but I believe a CPAP machine is about 180 to 200 watts, so you could use it for that. 3.7 volts and 60,000 milliamps. Charging time plugged into a wall with AC power is 7 to 8 hours. Charging voltage is DC 13 to 24 volts. And the power supply is, of course, an AC adapter. Power outlet is by USB output or DC output, so it's dual power. And then, of course, power input is DC. And operation temperature is about minus 10 to 40 degrees Celsius. So you can charge this with a solar panel, which I'll show you in a minute. You can charge it with a car charger. And those chargers do come with it. So it comes with the male output car charger, or the female version of the output car charger, and then of course your AC adapter power, and all of that will fit in the case that they send with the Snugmax. So there's a nice little carry case for all of your power cords. As you can see on the front of the actual device, there is your USB outlet, DC outlet. Okay, the car chargers will fit right in there. And then, of course, if you have your Type-C outlet and USB fast charger. Okay, here's a regular USB and a USB fast charger. Okay, on the side, this thing is about 3 pounds, 2.5 pounds. Okay, you've got wonderful 2 AC outlets. Usually something this small would only have 1, but there's actually 2 AC outlets, and on the other side of the Snugmax is the fan, operating fan, so that, to cool itself off. Okay, now I will kind of show you. I have not used this. It's been out of the box for a week. It comes charged, as you can see. 99% charged out of the box. It's been sitting off for about a week. I have not even used it. So let's try a couple of things just to see what this will work with. How will it work? Okay. So let's turn the Snugmax on. Here is the AC power, the power button. And since this is USB, we're just going to plug it right into the USB outlet. Okay. And let's plug in the iPad. So here's the iPad. And we'll plug it in. Doing all this with one hand. Oh, I got to turn this back on. And you can see that it powered immediately as soon as I turned the Snugmax on. Gonna unplug the iPad, plug it back into USB, and you can see it is in the process of charging. And what I like about the Snugmax is that if you're not using it for a couple of seconds, it will immediately turn itself off at about 30 seconds to preserve the battery life and to keep the storage of power. Now, when you plug this in, it will show you how many hours you can charge that. So on this full battery, the iPad will last for 50 hours, about 2 days fully, using 4 watts of power. That's pretty decent for a little small device like this. So let's try something else. Okay, here is my Chromebook. It's by Acer. It's not very, very expensive at all, but there's the battery right here. And just to show you that it is not charging. It is on, but it's not charging. So if I wanted to charge it, I would have to come over, turn the power on the Snugmax. Hope you can see that. And of course, since I'm using AC power, press the AC button for a couple of seconds and it's blinking. AC. So let's turn it to the side and we will plug the cord into the computer. And now let's plug the computer cord into the Snugmax and see what happens. There it is. Indication right there that it is charging. I'm going to unplug it. Okay, no charging signal. As soon as I plug it in, charging signal. It is in the process of charging right now from the Snugmax. That's cool. And it shows here that about 80%, 13 minutes until full. And let's just make sure that this is working. So what I'm going to do is come over here to my list of videos I want to play just to see if this will, yep. And that's my channel of me talking about moving to Mexico. And as you can see, the computer is working while I am charging it. And let's see how many, okay. Using the Snugmax, it will continue charging this for about 4 to 5 hours using 39 watts. That's pretty good. Okay, there's the flashlight in the back. Oh, wow, that's bright. Okay, and there is a flashing feature. And of course, in an emergency, SOS. So you can keep this in your car or in a child's bedroom where they would have access to a flashlight in an emergency built right onto the Snugmax. So this is, you could have one in every room for different purposes. Maybe one for your computer and maybe one in a child's room for our next feature. Okay, turn the power of the Snugmax on. Turn on the AC. Because we're plugging in a device using the socket on the side. Plug it in. There is the light. How much is it taking from the Snugmax? Okay, I could run that lamp for 15 to 14 hours using 6 watts, and the battery is full. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. So that is another good feature. Again, something this small, you could keep your lights on it. Now imagine having one in the bathroom and maybe one in the kitchen or one in your living area or one in the bedroom, because at the price point, you can almost buy 5 of these for the price of one very, very expensive power station. Okay, let's try our next item. Now that the Snugmax is on to AC, let's try plugging in my fan. And we're going to turn it on. That's on low. That's on medium. And that's on high using the Snugmax. And it will run for 4 hours, taking 39 to 40 watts. Okay, remember this can take up to 200 watts. So now let's try our next item. This is exciting. My first time using this. Try the next item. Okay, my next item is just a small food warmer. You've seen this before, my little small crock pot. And all this does is warm food. So we will see how long it would take me to keep my food warm using the Snugmax. It's on AC, blinking, and we'll plug it in and see what happens. So plug in the food warmer. There we go. And of course, power is on, the little light indicator. And yes, I could keep food warm for 4 hours and using about 46 watts. So any device that is under 200 watts you could use. And that's another morale booster if I just wanted to warm up food that was either a can of soup or something from the refrigerator, you know. Very good. Okay, let's go to our next item. By Rockman. It is a Rockman Paxis Rockman Solar Output. 60 watts, 18 volts, and we're going to take it outside. Just wanted to show you that when you unfold it, it's very, very compact. Okay, but it will work with the Snugmax. And what I like about it is the stand is already built in. There are 2 feet where you just angle it toward the sun. So now let's just see how it works. Okay, there's the solar panel. I didn't want to lay it on the ground because where I am on the patio, this is the point that gets the best sun. So I just simply hung it from a nail hanging in the wall. And there's the panel. And as you can see, here are the cables that have all types of outlets for different, to plug into different power stations or any type of device you want to power up. I'm going to start with this cable plugged in the back. This is the outlet for my iPad. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. Maybe, maybe not. Here's the iPad, and we're simply going to plug it in. And there it is. You can see it's charging. Okay, let's see if you can see that again, the little green indicator there. I'm going to do that again so you can see the charge come on. Yep, it is charging. Wow, perfect. Okay, I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see, but again, through the pouch where the cords plug in, there is a red indication light to show you that it is indeed taking charge from the sun. So this solar panel is active. And the good thing about it is while it is soaking up the sun, you can use it while it is charging from the sun. So as long as you have sunlight, you can charge devices and you'll have power, alternate power in an emergency to charge devices and charge them up while on hooked up to the solar panel. I'm going to try one more device. Let's power up the Snugmax. On the Snugmax end, it says right here, solar input. Let's try it out with one hand. Okay, this is exciting. And there is the output. Let's plug the cable in and let's see what happens. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Let's turn it. Okay, so I am taking in a charge, but I want you to see. I'll have to get a little bit darker. Yeah. Can you see the battery indicators going up? Which means I can use this while it is on the solar panel topping off. So I can keep my Snugmax topped off using the solar panel. This has been really, really exciting. Yeah, this is the Paxis Rockman Solar output, 60 watts and 18 volts. There you have it. In an emergency, you can come out on your patio, use your solar panel to charge up small devices using the inside USB and USB-C, and at the same time use the cables to charge up your alternate power station.